it's Miss Cecilia here, and thank you so much for joining me in the Hot Pot Library today for another story time. Before we get started reading our story, there is a song that I love to sing to warm it up, and if you've seen some of our story times before, you might remember it, so feel free to hop on up at home and sing along with us. So, we start by... Does anyone remember? How do we start our story time warm-up song? Do we start by wiggling around? Do we start by patting our head? Do we start by stomping our feet? How do we start? Do we clap our hands? I think we do. And what do we sing? Do you remember? If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, clap your hands. If you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, if you're ready for a story, clap your hands. Awesome job singing along with me at home, my friends. I hope you feel nice and warmed up by now. So I thought today that we could read a story about going back to school. So by now you might have gone back to school. It might seem a little different than what you have been used to. It might look a little different. It might feel a little different. But don't get discouraged. We will see, just like in our story, how Pout-Pout Fish goes to school and how he overcomes some discouragement. So when we feel discouraged, we might feel sad, we might feel down, but it's always important to remember that we are smart and we got this. So let's see what happens to Pout-Pout Fish when he goes to school. So we will be reading Pout-Pout Fish Goes to School. And the author, or the person who wrote the words in our story today, her name is Deborah Diesen, and the pictures were drawn by Dan Hanna. So let's see what happens to Pout-Pout Fish. What do you think? Guess we'll find out. A long time ago, when Mr. Fish was very, very small, he headed off to school for the first time of all. With a smooch from his parents and excited for his day, Mr. Fish rushed in, but then he lost his way. Oh no. The big fish around him knew exactly where to go, finding lockers, finding classes in a fast and smart flow. Mr. Fish, left behind, with his grin sinking thin, finally stopped at a doorway and he shyly looked in. Mr. Fish doesn't quite know where to go. He feels a little lost. The class was doing some writing and most everybody knew it. So he tried to print his name, but he just couldn't do it. So he flub frowned, making blub bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. Trouble 1, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I'll never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. Trouble 4, I should just forget it. Do you think Pout-Pout Fish is feeling sad? I think so. He's feeling pretty discouraged because he couldn't write his name. Well, let's see what happens next. He floated with a frown down the long corridor. Then he sneak peeked a look through another room door. Ooh. Let's see what happens. The class was drawing shapes, and most everybody knew it. So he tried to make a rhombus, but he just couldn't do it. So the class is drawing stars and circles and all these different shapes. And so Pout-Pout Fish was trying to draw a shape too, but he couldn't. Oh, so he flub frowned, making blub bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. Oh no, Pout-Pout Fish is so discouraged. Trouble 1, he says, I'm not smart. Trouble 2, I'll never get it. Trouble 3, I don't belong. So 4, I should just forget it. Oh, Pout-Pout Fish is very, very sad. He feels so discouraged. What do you think he should do? Do you think he should keep trying? Let's see. He drifted down the hallway with a doubt face, till he spied another doorway. Maybe this was his place. Let's see. The class was doing math, and most everybody knew it. So he tried long division. Oh, but he just couldn't do it. Oh man. Have you ever felt like you tried to do something but it was really, really hard? Oh, how did you overcome it? Let's see what Pout-Pout Fish does. So he flub frowned, making blub bubbles. Oh no. Then he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. Trouble number 1, he says, I'm not smart. Trouble number 2, I'll never get it. Trouble number 3, I don't belong. So 4, just forget it, he says. Oh, do you think Pout-Pout Fish should give up? Oh, that's sad. He rushed towards the exit, and that's enough, I say. School is way too tough, and I'm not going to stay. You ever felt like that? But then there was a soft, kind voice. Don't you fret. You don't have to know things you haven't learned yet. Your classroom awaits. I'm your teacher, Miss Hewitt. I'm here to help you learn, and I know that you can do it. That's what your teachers are there for, to help you learn. You are a fish who is smart. With practice, you will get it. Young fish, you belong, and don't you ever forget it. The student and the teacher swam a splish, splash, swish to a door with a sign marked brand new fish. I think Pout-Pout Fish found exactly where he belonged. Miss Hewitt said, "Good morning, I'm excited you're all here. Together we will have a spectacular year. Fact 1, you are smart. Fact 2, you can get it. Fact 3, you belong. And fact number 4, don't you forget it." So the class got to work and Miss Hewitt helped them through it. They listened, then they tried, and everyone can do it. Miss Hewitt encouraged Pout-Pout Fish, so he felt like he belonged and like he was smart and he could do it. Mr. Fish gave a grin. "Goodbye, blub bubbles, no more doubt worry, no more flub troubles." He swam with his class, Miss Hewitt by his side, as the students and their teachers said with confidence and pride. Fact 1, we are smart. Fact 2, we can get it. Fact 3, we belong. And 4, we won't forget it. The end. Well, I hope that, my friends, you can see how Pout-Pout Fish was a little discouraged at first. He was very sad that he wasn't able to do some things at school, but then he realized with his teacher's help, he could get it and that he was very, very smart and just needed a little bit of help. So that's what your grown-ups are there for. Your teachers are here, your children's librarians are here. We're all here to help you. We love you, we miss you, and we hope to see you soon. Bye, everyone.